I'm conducting the recording sessions, which is the fun part in many ways. So it's been a very, very busy 3 days so far. There's a big team behind the recording. In many ways, my job is to work with the producers who are in the booth and make sure that what I'm hearing is translating into the booth and vice versa. And so between all of our ears, we're listening for problems and things we need to correct, and just interpreting the works, I suppose, with the composers. But it's so rewarding to see a project like this finally coming full circle. I remember when we sat down with TSO, this idea seemed a bit far-fetched at the time, but because of all of the efforts of everybody involved, and it's finally coming together. Well, initially, yes, it was my suggestion. I know that the TSO have a long history of playing and recording Australian music, and so it seemed like the natural fit for a project like this, where we were thinking of asking eminent Australian composers to submit a project for the disc. That TSO being the performing orchestra added so much kind of prestige and interest for them, for the project as well. It's just worked out so great because they've played music of pretty much all of these composers before, so they know them, they know the style, and it's been a very, very smooth process. They feel very privileged to be able to contribute as well, and so it's interesting for them because they're hearing brand new works themselves for the first time of all of these different composers, really fresh sounding works, all very, very good and effective in their own way. So it's a journey of discovery for them as well. And so recording can be a little tedious with the repetition of things, and you go back over and over things, but they have just been wonderful through the whole 3 days, as they are every time I come down here. It's just great. I think that's brought out new things in the composers themselves. Well, the thing that strikes me is the different ways that they've responded to the hospital environment. So each of them have gone and visited and had an impression, and it's fascinating to sort of see musically how they express that experience. And the one thing that comes through every piece is a great sense of empathy, and it's actually a great sense of love. That there's a lot of love in this music. And so that's the thing that comes through. They're all doing it because they feel empathy for what other people are going through. And so there's sort of a sense of giving through the music and sharing something that might be uplifting or might help in some way. And so that's quite unique because it's functional music, and normally composers would be thinking about self-expression and sort of more sort of about their own sense of artistic expression. They've each written beautiful and unique pieces that somehow all work together.